She was kidnapped, assaulted, and left for dead. It's been 40 years since the world searched for Lori Poland.
And to this day, she still talks about what happened to her. She told our Kevin Vaughn why she continues to say her abuser's name.
She turned 3 that summer so long ago, a little girl with a joyful laugh, an infectious smile, and something to say. 40 years later, that personality endures.
Most days. Some days are harder than others, but yeah, I do try.
Endures.
That's fabulous.
In Lori Poland's determination to talk about her darkest days.
And I don't think me speaking out is like me choosing to be happy. It's me choosing to do the right thing.
For her, the right thing is making something meaningful of the assault she withstood as that little girl, one she sometimes wishes she hadn't survived, for the pain that still festers and the turmoil that still grips her family, even after 40 years.
Everything in my life has been impacted by it.
You probably wouldn't suspect what she'd been through if you bumped into her and asked her about herself.
I would say that I am first a mom, I'm a wife, and I run the National Foundation to End Child Abuse and Neglect, and that I'm a therapist. And I love doing all of those things.
Just below that surface, if you got to know her,
Lori was dumped.
Is what happened on August 22nd, 1983.
I don't talk about my kidnapping every day by any means, but also it's just easy to get it out of the way. Like, I'm just gonna tell you my backstory. It's a lot, I'm a lot, I operated a 9, you know.
It's a painful backstory. On an 86-degree afternoon, as Lori and kids in the neighborhood played in their front yards, a man in an orange sedan stopped, coaxed Lori into his car, and drove off.
I just want who has her to bring her back and not hurt her, please.
Her mother's anguish held the community for 4 days.
I just chased leads and hope for the best.
4 days when everyone feared the worst. Then, a miracle.
Don Shook of Jefferson County Sheriff's read a statement.
2 birdwatchers using a remote outhouse in Genesee Park heard a child's cry from the pit below it.
My husband saw her and asked what she was doing down there. She said, "I live here."
She rode in an ambulance to a hospital, where her parents grabbed Lori and held on tight. Days later, Dr. Richard Krugman, an expert in child abuse, first saw that little girl's inner strength. It was the day police asked him to watch a recording made shortly after her rescue.
They had a videotape of Lori sitting in her mother's lap, and they had a lineup with 6 guys. And at the 4th one, she pointed right at him, said, "Mommy, that's him. That's the bad man who put me in the hole."
That bad man was Robert Thurett, a name Lori is resolved to say out loud.
I will use his name because he counts on me being silent. He counts on his victims being silent. And Robert Thurett is not somebody that we need to be silent about.
She's met others victimized by Thurett before she was, and she hurts for a child molested by him in California after he left Colorado.
That's another child that was, their lives were changed because of one person and a failure of our system to protect us. I'm really mad, and I haven't ever really lived in anger around this, but it's hard. It's hard because it has hurt so many of us. He has hurt so many of us.
Thurett rushed out of the doors of the Jefferson County Jail this morning.
This year I was like, oh, I'm good.
A hurt.
It's not going to affect me. It's been 40 years.
That reverberates far beyond Lori.
You know, it just doesn't go away, and I wish that it did sometimes.
We have much more about the man who did this and the state law that was passed because of him requiring sex offenders to register in Colorado at 9news.com. Tomorrow night we have the second part of Lori's story, including the conflict in her own family that exists because of what that man did. Alex?
Reminded about this horror, like how does a man like that, Lori said, say his name, how does a man like Robert Thurett still see the light of day today?
Well, he's a registered sex offender in California. He's gone to prison twice for failing to register. He is now listed on their sex offender registry as whereabouts unknown.
That's a scary thought. We'll look forward to hear more about this tomorrow from you, Kevin. Thanks.